What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Oh man, hope y'all in a better mood. It's been a long day, but I am in a better mood. Um, done talked to quite a few people today, and making sure a lot of people are all right. Um, and I want to thank everybody that has watched the live earlier today about Nord. I do want to thank y'all for watching it. I do want to thank the people that's been donating. Um, he's had quite a few donations. He still got a long way to go though. But and then if anybody know Big Walk, I need you to take the amount down. Not don't have it so high. You know what I mean? Like that 50,000 is gonna be a lot to come up with. And one thing about GoFundMe is if you don't reach that amount, you can't get none of it. You know what I mean? So take the amount down so that you can reach that goal. That way, if you don't hit the 50,000, you know what I mean, you'll still be able to get the money. But like I say, I want to thank everybody for watching the live earlier and also donating, man. Like, hey, man, we like I said, we gotta do better as people, man. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get to preaching no more. You know what I mean? Hopefully, I'm done with that for the day. You know what I mean? It's time to get some happier vibes in the air. Like I actually talked to my boy Bruce for like an hour and a half probably, and I don't think we stopped laughing for an hour and a half. You know what I mean? Just talking about the good old days, the days of the comedy act, the days of 559, the days of when we had 4 or 5 clubs that we used to hit every week. You know what I mean? The days of backstage, the days of the wing lab. Like, hey man, we done did comedy everywhere around this city, man. So it was good to talk to him. You know, it's certain people that I take real personal, and both of them happen to be two of them. You know what I mean? So it's always good to talk to them. I did get a phone call that they are letting people see Nod now, so I'm gonna try to get out now real soon. Hopefully, he's doing better. But I thank everybody for reaching out to me too. You know what I mean? So, hey man, like it's sad that it comes to this before we get together most of the time, but we do all have lives to live. So you know what I mean. But every now and then, man, check up on your folks, call your folks. My folks know I call them, ask them what they doing. If they at the crib, I'll pull up on their ass in a minute. They know it. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna leave until we laugh about something. You know what I mean? Like we gonna laugh about something. You know what I mean? That's always been my mission. Is to put a smile on people's face when I see them. You know what I mean? So like I say, man, me and Bruce talk. And hey, Omar, it's good. It's good to hear from you, Omar. It's good to see you. You know what I mean? I trust me. I keep up with y'all too. Like, hey man, I would love for you and Chick to come on here and talk about that racing y'all been doing, man. Like I tell folks, man, y'all been driving them cars, man, since we've been able to drive. You know what I mean? Chick been fixing my car shit since we were 16. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, I say this all the time, man. I'm glad I'm a 70s baby, man. I really wish every child could experience the 70s. You know what I mean? I really do. But man, I'm proud of y'all too, because y'all been raising hell in that drag racing, man, for years. And that's one thing I wish I'd have did with y'all was at least went down that track one good goddamn time, pimp. You know what I mean? But like I tell chick, y'all gonna have all that nitrous and all that shit, man. Give me straight horsepower. That nitrous, hey man. Like we've been driving fast all our life, but that nitrous, hey man, that's a whole nother level. You cannot make a mistake with that nitrous. So my hat goes off to y'all, and you and Chick, y'all been raising hell in that drag race, and Pope. All three of y'all been raising hell in that. Hey man, since the '90s. Like I told Chick, he a lot like me. He don't get a lot of respect in that racing. Well, he get the respect, but a lot of motherfuckers don't like Chick, because Chick talk this shit like me. You know what I mean? Like we very confident in what we do. We know that we know what we doing, so we ain't scared to talk shit. But he do get the respect in it. But a lot of people like to bet against him and try him because he's one of the best. And hey man, everybody shoot for the top dog. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to get him out here. You know, all my partners be scared to talk. You know what I mean? Because they be scared I'm gonna say something. You know what I mean? But like I tell them, man, just like everybody used to be scared to come to the show. Like, hey man, if I come to the show, don't talk about me. First of all, pimp, I'm not gonna be talking about you. Well, I can promise you, I would never call your name. Now, I'm gonna talk about something we done did just to see you laugh and be tripping because I'm talking about it. You know what I mean? But I would never call your name. I ain't never been one to embarrass anybody. You know what I mean? But hey man, I done did a lot of shit in my life with a lot of people. We done had some great times. So you come to a show and I call it out, I won't call your name. Now if you stand up and holler, hey man, I thought you were gonna talk about me. Now that means you wanted everybody to know. So that be up to y'all. But no man, I don't know. I'm really considering getting back on stage, man. Like I don't know. Oh Miss Danielle, yeah, you can come on here too. Let me know when you want to come on here. I can send you the link. Yeah, I'm on here. I'm on here every shit, damn near every day, talking about the sports sometime, and shit. What's up, Miss Carey? Miss Carey always checking us out. I'm on here Thursday night, Friday night. If you got a show that you want to do, Charlie, let me know. I'm looking for new talent and everything, man. Like I'm trying to help a lot of people. I'm going to the Bruce show and try to stand out so he can talk back. Hey man, and I appreciate that, Miss Danielle. Yeah, hey, yeah. They say Bruce gonna be at the city winery or something real soon. So yeah, go check my dude out, man. Go check. Make sure my nigga still doing his thing. I know he is, because he's still silly as hell on the phone. I ain't seen him perform in a minute. I might sneak up down and you know what I mean? Like, hey man, them old days we had, man, them 559 days, like if you missed it, bless your heart. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you missed the comedy act, bless your heart. You know what I mean? Like Uptown, cool. I love Uptown, but that comedy act and that 559 was some different vibes, man. Sit around the show coming up, tickets around. Okay, 35 cents. That ain't bad. Yeah, that ain't bad. You know what I mean? Y'all make sure y'all go check my boy Bruce out, man. You know what I mean? I'm on backstage. Yeah, hey man, what you doing, Sean? Come on, you can you come on here? You ain't doing shit. I'm finna send you the link because you got a lot of personality too. You know what I mean? We gonna end up doing something together. Let me send you this link. Yeah, y'all give me a second. It's one of my longtime partners too, man. Like I got people everywhere, man. I do a little bit of everything. I know a whole lot of different people. I mean, all kind of shit, man. All right, Miss Danielle, I just sent it to you. You click on that link, it'll bring you right to me. Hey man, like I'm looking for talent, man. Talent always been all around me, man. It's just people get discouraged sometimes, and you know what I mean. I got discouraged a couple of times. Like Double D was talking about how I already lead the game when he first got in the game. Now, I think I had been in the game like 5 years because, like I say, man, I dealt with a lot of shit. Not nothing bad that I couldn't handle. Just me trying to be me. You know what I mean? And like I say, when I started, street comedy wasn't street comedy wasn't people weren't doing street comedy then. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. I really I'm still in business. Okay. Let's see. So there she go. What's happening, ma'am? Oh Lord, you freezing up on me. You gotta get in a better spot, Shawty. You freezing up. We go all the way back to Gresham Road Day. I mean, how many of y'all re-educated players remember when Gresham Road Day first started? I think I got some pictures from back then too. Ma'am, you got to get in a better spot. You froze up. I know you're a player, so you're on that cell phone. I already know that. So, yes. Hey man, like I say, man, I got all kind of talent around me, man. I'm finna get on these folks and get them the motivation they need to do what they really do. You know what I mean? What they hearts at. You know what I mean? Like I do miss performing. I do miss getting that energy from the crowd. Like it didn't matter what type of day I had. If I can go and make 300-400 people laugh, my day was all right. You know what I mean? I do miss that. But like I say, I was bucking on the system way back then. So I just have to be in control of my own destiny. I can't. I try letting them be in control of it. That shit don't work for me. You know what I mean? I can't. I'm not an ass kisser. So you know what I mean. I got to do it on my terms because I know I'm not gonna treat me like shit. You know what I mean? So like I say, man, I got all kind of talent around me. I'm gonna start bringing a lot of talent out because, like I say, man, we live one time, and I've never been one to live with regrets. You know what I mean? Anything I ever wanted to try, I've always had the heart to try it. You know what I mean? A lot of us fail because, first of all, we always say something negative instead of talking positive. We always looking for the worst instead of looking for the best. You know what I mean? So you got to get out of that mind frame yourself. You know what I mean? You can't talk negative all the time, but expect positive shit to happen. You know what I mean? Like your world gonna revolve around your energy. You know what I mean? So try to keep some positive energy around you so you can get some positive results to whatever it is you want to do. You know what I mean? If you got a talent that you want to talk about on here, shit, let me know. Like I love developing people and developing talent. Like they'll tell you when I coach kickball, like when I needed some new players, I never went and got the players that jump from team to team. I always went and got brand new people that had never played kickball. And by the time they got ready to play their first game, everybody be like, God damn, where he get her from? Where he get her from? Where he get her from? So I like developing talent. You know what I mean? I have a great eye for talent. You know what I mean? If you tell me what you're trying to do, I know how to get the best of it out of you. You know what I mean? That's one thing I've always been good at. You know what I mean? So if you have something you want to do, and then like I said, I'm about to interview my little cousin, Shari Marie, um, new artist. You know what I mean? Just but it's some good feel good music. You know what I mean? And like I say, we need to get some peace back in our lives. We need to get some love back in our lives. I know with this COVID shit and all this shit, man, it was very divisive. Like a lot of people had to not spend time with the people that they love. So it really got a lot of us feeling like we individuals. You know what I mean? Like for the first time, you couldn't go see your people in the hospital. You couldn't you had to look at a funeral on goddamn a screen. Like, hey man, we gotta get back to the way it was. You know what I mean? Like when family was really family, when family knew each other. Like a lot of hey man, it's crazy because it started with our generation, with my generation. Like the cousins and shit that I grew up with, hell, we still tight. You know what I mean? We might not talk every day, but shit, we still tight. Yeah, my kids, shit, they besides their immediate cousins, they don't really know they cousins. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, you gotta get to know your folks because you gonna need them one day. You know what I mean? So it's best to get to know them while your parents are here. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be hard to get to know your folks when if something happened to your parents and you don't really know nothing about them and they don't really know nothing about you. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's a lot of shit that we take for granted. You know what I mean? And hey, man, we gotta get away from that. You know what I mean? We gotta get back to respecting love, marriage, family, respecting money. Like this money coming at you so fast now, like you lose respect for it because you can make it so easy. You know what I mean? So we got to get away from a lot of shit, man. Like they taking a lot of shit out of schools and shit. Like your kids they don't even have writing in cursive in school no more. Like how the hell y'all take that out of school and you have to sign your name on documents and shit? Like come on, man. Like everybody handwriting is unique. So you gonna take that away from the kids, and they gotta be able to sign their name. Like, what's gonna separate you from anybody trying to steal your identity? You know what I mean? Like, everything don't need to be digital. I mean, everything. It's easier for them to keep up with it, but it's. Hey man, everything ain't gonna be one. You know what I mean? And that's not gonna be good, man. You know what I mean? So like I say, man, we gotta start paying attention to what's going on. You know what I mean? We really do. And as a parent, you are supposed to guide your child into learning how to be an adult. You know what I mean? But a lot of parents, hey man, y'all not paying attention yourself to what's going on. So you're not gonna be able to teach your child shit. You know what I mean? So hey man, teach your child how to deal with the word no. You know what I mean? Like conflict resolution, man. Teach your child how to deal with conflict and rejection. Like you're not gonna get everything in life that you want. You know what I mean? Like I don't care how much money your parents got or you got or something. You gonna hear the word no in the real world one day. And it's best to learn how to deal with it early. Okay, no, it ain't no problem. It ain't no problem. It's Danielle. She said her phone died. Well, it's not a problem. Just let me know whenever you can get on here. Like, shout out, I'm trying to be on here every day. Just like I was hitting the stage every day. I'm trying to get on here. Okay, yeah. I mean, just let me know when you can get on. You know what I mean? We can talk about this. Like a lot of subjects I talk about more than once because you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to drill certain things in people's head. You know what I mean? Like sometimes shit, hey man, it has to be drilled in people's heads. You know what I mean? Like, because we so used to doing shit our way. You know what I mean? And that's what we comfortable doing. And a lot of people, they scared of change. You can't never be scared of change. It's you can't progress when you're comfortable. You know what I mean? It's no progress in being comfortable. And if you don't pay attention to your life, you would see that. You know what I mean? When you was cool doing whatever you used to doing, you didn't really progress. You know what I mean? Yes, people are complacent. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, hey man. Like I've never been like I ain't never doubted myself. You know what I mean? But I'm honest with myself. Like if it's something that I can't do, I'm not scared to say that I don't know how to do something. But if I ain't never scared to bet on me. You know what I mean? If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna give it 110%. You know what I mean? Like that shit is without question. You know what I mean? So as long as your work ethic matches mine, we won't have a problem. You know what I mean? Like I done had several people that I started doing shit with, and then when they see it ain't jumping off as fast as they want it to, they lose interest and take off. Like, hey man, I told you everything has to have a foundation. Like that's the problem with this instant world now. Like everybody think everything happens instantly, and it don't. You know what I mean? It don't. Okay, I just sent it to you again, but it's the same link. But I just sent it to you again. And like I say, man, we gotta and don't be scared to try something. If your heart ever desires something, man, just try it. At least you can say you tried it. You know what I mean? And give it an honest chance to work. You know what I mean? I don't think it's gonna work time you try something. And then don't get discouraged if you don't get it right the first time. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, you got to give yourself a break. You know what I mean? You're not perfect. You don't know how to do everything. So you just take it easy on yourself, man. And do some research. If it's something that you really want to do, man, at least research it and make sure that you know what you're doing so you won't get discouraged. You know what I mean? And women, if you're trying to lose weight, don't jump on the scale every goddamn day. Give yourself some time. Like a lady I met out there walking, she was hollering about how she done jumped on the scale. She trying to lose weight, but oh, well, shawty, you can't check the scale every 2 days and think. I don't say something. It's in it should be in your inbox on Facebook. It should be in your inbox on Facebook. And yeah, man, stop thinking everything happens overnight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like even when me and Bruce was talking today, he was talking about how the comedy game done changed. And see, that's like I told him, man, like him, when we was doing it, man, the game, it was an art form. Like you had to know how to be funny. You had to grow. You like you really did. Like, but now everything's so instant, man, and everything is about followers. How many followers you got? How many followers you got? Like followers don't make you funny. And just because you funny in skits, hey man, that's not gonna make you funny in stand up. Now it has been some that came from doing skits that have learned the craft, you know what I mean? And hey, they doing well. You know what I mean? So it can be done, but you do have to respect the craft and you have to put that work in. You know what I mean? Like I see Ti, all the noise around him doing comedy. I see it done died down. You know what I mean? And hey man, if his heart desire to be a comedian, hey man, let that man do what he do. You know what I mean? His him being a comedian shouldn't hurt nobody. You know what I mean? What's happening, man?
Hey. I just wanted to jump in on some of these subjects you was hitting on. That joke was touching me because I was going through something today that had me like thinking about all of this. How people like you almost can't even have regular interactions with people no more, like trying to get shit
Right,
done or creatively. You know how we in the creative field, like meeting everybody trying to be like the promoter, the producer, the director, the cameraman, like everybody want to do the whole thing by themselves, and you really not meeting people that's talking to each other because they done built these huge images for themselves online, and it's like
right, right,
bursting out. If you ain't got no PR, the worst thing for you to do is to build an image online, because like you're not
right,
gonna be able to keep up with that shit for real. You're not.
right.
And so that's part of everybody's problem. Like everybody trying to be like a celebrity. These people got a
Right.
whole team behind them. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the
Hey,
celebrity.
hey, Miss India. But yeah, that's the thing. Like communication, man. Like people are lost how to communicate. Like everything is online. Like I meet women and everything is a text and I, like Shawty, how the hell you trying to get to know me, but we gotta text everything. Like you not gonna get the, and I'm not even finna deal with that type shit.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I'm going to let me take up for the texting ladies.
Okay.
Listen. No, really, I think I have transitioned into that. I used to feel that way maybe 2 years ago. Like I was like, if a dude not gonna call me or if a person can't call me, they must really can't get their points across. They're not good communicators. But it's just kind of the sign of the times, where people just kind of want to get things done. It's just microwave society right now, and it's people not taking time to get shit done. That goes back to what I was saying. Like as a creative person, we used to kind of hatching shit out in our brain, taking our time with stuff,
Right.
but we're not dealing with a lot of creative people right now.
All
We
right.
got people that's on these
Right.
creative platforms, but they not
Right.
creative minds. So I had to come out of that because we rare types. We not really. It's not a lot of creative types in this
Right.
particular world. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Rare type of people. So the things that I think that people should be doing, I had to realize I'm a weirdo. So you might just be a weirdo on that platform where you don't want to text and
Yeah, I'm saying like if you trying to get to know me on some personal shit, no, we're not gonna have a personal relationship built on texting. No, hell no. Like
well,
I'm gonna know, I'm gonna know who I'm dealing with.
I
You know
mean,
what I
I
mean?
agree.
I'm not finna guess.
You can't get connotation from a text. You can't really
Right,
tell how
right,
people express
right.
themselves.
Yeah,
Why
that's what I'm
we talked
saying.
about it? some of these people don't even read well enough for you to trust that they learning you from a text. Like
and it depends on what type mood they in when you text them, how they gonna
I
take
was
your
just
shit.
about to say
Like,
that.
no, I'm not going through all that. Well, see, I thought you meant this because you said this. Hey, show that. That's what I'm talking about. Call me.
Yeah, if you reading the
can
text
hear it
and
in
yelling
my
at
voice.
yourself, I can't help if you yelling at yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, I follow you on that. Like I totally concur. I concur.
Yeah,
When it
and
comes to
like I said, that's what's wrong with relationships. Like people don't even know who the fuck they let sleeping beside every night.
well, I don't think we ever really knew since people change. People are constantly changing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you ever really know. That's something that I pride myself on believing in.
I don't doubt you're gonna change, but also I'm gonna know when you change. Like I'm not gonna be you this way for a minute, now you just all of a sudden doing this. No, I'm gonna know you personally, so I'm gonna know why you change.
Okay,
like,
now we
if we're in a personal relationship, I'm like, okay. I'm just this is how
now,
I
like,
am.
how many people? This is a real question I'm posing to you because I feel differently from how you feel. How many people in your life have you that you can say you truly have known them? Like,
Boo, I have some 46-year friendships.
and you truly know those.
Yes,
they don't catch you off guard. They don't make you feel like, damn.
No.
You lucky. You real lucky.
Yeah. But that's how I've always been very personal.
It's like 4 people that I know. Like I know, I'm sure that I know them and they kind of predictable, but everybody else, I can say I've been surprised at damn near 89% of the people that I know.
Now, every now and then somebody might do something to shock me, but 95 to 99% of the time, yes, I can pretty much tell you what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Like my best friend been with me 40 years. So hey, I can call him at any time. He can call me at any time. It don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, Pimp, what's going on with you? Just like my situation with Noah. Like when I have history with people, my love for you don't change. Even if I don't deal with you no more, or I don't see you all the time no more. Like I respect everybody for who they are, and I allow people to be who they are. Now, that don't mean I have to necessarily agree with everything you do, but I respect you enough to let you do what you do. Just like
I think that's kind of a gender thing too. You know what I'm saying? Guys can hold on to friendships beyond, certain things that women kind of just goes for. You know what I'm saying? We get really highly emotional and we'll cut somebody off over simple shit where a guy can kind of overcome things. You know what I'm saying? So there might be some gender differences in that. I won't debate that.
It might be like that's one of the reasons why, and I appreciate that, Miss Gail. That's one of the reasons why I started coaching women kickball, because I've always heard women say that they can't get along. I don't have no female friends. I can't stand hoes. No, these bitches make me sick. I'm like, hey, Phil, like, why? Like, I'm talking about not all women, but most of the women that I met, they say the same thing, and I'm like, hold on, let me see if I can get some women to build some relationships. And
what are they saying? What are three things that's consistent that women say? I want to know, like, what men hear us say. About I guess difficult situations with other women. Like, what were you saying about the kickball thing? Why did you decide? Like, what were some of the things? I'm saying,
like, because I always heard most women say that they don't have any female friends. So I was like, and see, for me, I'm saying, and I'm just saying, this is just me. Like I say, I'm unique, so I know that. Like, I've always had a lot of play sisters and female friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, why y'all can't seem to get along? So through kickball, I built some great women relationships, and they are still cool as hell now. Even if they don't like me no more, they still cool.
The women are cool with each other. You're saying
yes. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay,
I'm
okay.
saying like I built some relationships back in 2012 and they still tight today. You know what I mean?
If I had to,
Just
if I
because
had to
they
answer
played
that
on
as
some
a woman,
teams that I built.
if I had to answer that as a woman, like why does that exist? And the women in the
Right.
comments, oh, they gonna let me know if they concur or not. I would say this: as we get older, you find out that all the high school stuff that don't kind of suit you, so you move on and you meet newer
You
women.
too, Tam, okay.
You're looking for men to date, and so you learn that you got to keep your men and your women separate. So your women friends and your male friends separate because they'll intermingle, and
Oh
so you
yeah,
start
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
distrust the female relationship. It doesn't have a lot to do with anything in particular. I don't think it's just kind of across the board. Women are all emotional and we just fight. We don't even have to fight. It's just that we kind of know that you got to keep things separate. And if you have a boyfriend, you kind of just don't have a girlfriend. And if you have a girlfriend, that kind of deters the men. So you kind of just don't have the two. They just don't coexist. But when you
But
have common
they
interests,
can. They
but
can.
when you have common interests, say like you meet your friend at the salon and y'all always at the salon and y'all go to salon together. So y'all get glamorous together. That's a friend you hold on to. It's kind of like it has to be a common interest there for us to have a basis of a friendship. Because other than that, it's just gonna be completely emotional and it's gonna come and go.
I'm
You know what
saying
I'm saying? Like
like
it
one of
gets
my drills during like when we first start off a season and I get some new players, one of my first drills is team up, pair up with somebody that you don't know, and y'all walk around the field together and get to know each other. And a
okay.
lot of them realize that damn, they have a lot in common. Like I know when I put my teams together, I pretty much know who going through what. You know what I mean? So a lot of them have a lot in common, but y'all never get to know it because y'all scared to get to know another woman. Like y'all automatically in competition with each other.
And that's
You know
true.
what I mean? And
I
yeah,
agree with
Miss
that.
Dale
That's
said,
a
it's sad that a lot of women resist building relationship with other women. And that's to me, that's crazy.
everything I do is really for women. Like, to be honest, like I put on lashes so that other girls won't talk about how short my lashes are. Guys have never made me feel like my
Because
lashes
we
weren't
don't get caught up in all that bullshit.
for
We
girls.
really don't.
I know they don't. Like I grew up with a brother. So my brother has never called me ugly. He never made me feel like I was ugly. But I had a mother and she would say how beautiful women was. And if she didn't say I was beautiful, I didn't feel like I was. So everything
Yeah.
that I do to beautify really is for women not to insult me. It's not even to attract a man because
Right.
I can go in
Right.
Walmart looking like this right here and men
Right.
gonna holler.
Yes.
So
Shawty,
that's just
we
real.
already know that you just ran to the store. We already know that Shawty get made up. Like Shawty gonna be right. Like I don't give a damn what you got on. I can tell if you got a nice ass body.
Right.
Just like me, I'm attracted to sexy, not necessarily fine. Cause see, fine now they buying fine.
Right.
You know what I mean? They buying bodies and shit like that. So that ain't never meant shit to me. If you sexy, you don't have to have the baddest body. It's the way you carry yourself. And I like a simple ass woman. Like I don't need you wearing a lot of makeup and it take you 2 hours to get ready before we go to the grocery store. Like, Shawty, what are you doing all that shit for? We going to the damn grocery store. Like, what the fuck?
When I wear makeup, I'm so subconscious around men because when I see my male friends, they like to hug me, and I'm just like, oh, I can't hug him. I'm gonna mess his shirt up. He gonna wear up my foundation. It's the worst situation to have makeup on around a man. I swear to God, it is. It's
Because
so
we
bad.
don't care nothing about that. And I be trying to tell women that y'all do that shit for each other.
We
Like
do.
I like a naturally beautiful woman. And when I say beautiful, I'm talking about to me. I don't give a fuck how you look to nobody else. I'm talking about to me.
Right.
Like if I wake up in the middle of the night, I want to be able to look at you and be like, God damn, my baby look good. But if you gotta wear all this shit on your face and Like, hey man, like Shawty, wake up before me. Set your clock for by 5:30. I won't get up by 6 o'clock. Go on, get
It's a
yourself together before I
double-edged
wake up.
sword.
Like,
It's a double-edged sword. You don't understand. It's so many dudes that's got the game fucked up right now. Like,
yes,
I'm dating right now. I'm dating again. Like, I've been divorced for 5 years now, so I'm dating again. And I'm hearing guys tell me things like they expect for me to have my nails done. They want me to look like money. They want me to look like
a nigga,
a
a nigga, yeah, I'm saying, a man wants you to be put together, but we talking about all the extra shit, like the
No,
extra
they
long
want
hair.
the extra.
I'm saying, well, that's these new niggas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know
Like,
what I mean? So
it's so split. It's so split. You got the traditional dudes, and then you got dudes who expect you to go get a boob job now if you ain't got boobs. They be like, why she ain't
let me tell you, man.
fixed that
Like,
by now? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on out
yeah, but at the same time,
here.
like, I think about your health. Like, yeah, you can go get all this shit added or whatever, but okay, when you start having health problems or when you get older, which you gonna get older, okay, your body's designed to mature in a certain way. Okay, if you don't put shit here that don't supposed to be here, okay, what's gonna happen if something goes wrong and now you too old to even fight that shit off? Like, no, Shawty, like if I plan on being with you, hey, I need you to be natural as possible. You know what I mean? Like it's enough bullshit we going through with the food and the cancer and like pimp, I don't need you accelerating your death, man. Like, Shawty, we try to be here as long as we can. So I need you to be natural as possible, man. Like, hey, man. And she's gonna have the wig, makeup, like, nigga, don't really care. We don't care about all that shit.
Speaking that way. So if that changed, if the dialogue changed, we would know that that's the thing. But it's right now, you got a lot of the
Miss Gail, can you come on here? I would love to hear you talk to Miss Gail instead of all these. Hey, fuck all that. Let me send you I'm gonna send you the link too. Like I love these conversations because I think we need to have them. You know what I mean? Like
guys with money now who are getting things done, and we just don't know it. And so
yeah, now that's something like I don't get that for real.
Well, I think that it's just a lot of insecure people, and the methods, technology, as technology changes, people gonna change. I mean, I watched Star Wars, so I can't wait till they start getting, the fake eyes and the, on purpose, looking like robots on purpose. I mean, I'm waiting on that. I know that people just aspire to not be people. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be human.
I don't get that though. Like, hey man, I don't know, man.
It ain't for us to get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I'll be trying to tell people like the world is changing and a lot of shit that, hey man, people not paying a lot of shit no attention.
They really not. They really not.
You know what I mean? And I am, like I say all the time, man, I feel sorry for the kids. Okay, let me see. She says she can't. I'm ready to go. Okay. That's cool, Miss Gail. We'll catch you next time. But let me know whenever you can come on here. Like, I don't know, man. Like the world. I feel sorry for these kids. Like, ain't no telling where the world gonna be. And by 2030, when I say it's gonna be a completely different world,
I have a 17-year-old daughter, so I'm waiting to see what her prospects are going to look like, how they gonna act.
Shawty, let me tell you something. These men are getting more feminine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they don't do shit that we used to do to make us men. Like they don't make their sons take out the trash, wash the car.
What's your take on the hetero female guys?
I mean, on hetero, I'm cool. What you mean?
No. They have. It's a new. Okay. I end up in a lot of art shows, a lot of art galleries. So I converse with a lot of different types. You know what I'm saying? There's a new emerging there's a new emerging societal fraction of people who are heterosexual men, but they are feminine. So they're called feminine heterosexual men. Now, what you see is a man who gets his hair done. He might wear a wig. He looks like a transsexual, but he likes to date women, and women who like transsexual looking men would find him attractive. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the Rick James or the Prince, if you will.
Hey man, anything goes. Like, shout out, this something totally new. Like, I ain't never heard of this shit, man.
I
Like,
remember the 80s. Oh, I remember the 80s. Like, y'all be acting like y'all don't remember the 80s.
I'm a 70s baby, but I remember the 80s. Like, that's what I say. The 80s is when shit started changing. The 80s is when shit started changing. I'm telling you, I was here. Shit, I was here.
I mean, I remember my mama calling people like sissies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
There used to be a few sissies that you heard about, but you never really seen them.
All men who act feminine were gay. This is the new thing is no, he's just feminine. He's not gay.
Let me tell you, when they came up with that metrosexual shit, a metrosexual man, like, hey man, what the fuck? Like, men ain't never wore pink until Cameron wore pink. Like, what?
That's a lie though. That's a lie though.
Yes, okay, every now and then. Okay, you talking about one person?
No, Jimmy.
I'm saying.
Rick James.
Okay, you don't name 3 people. It's 7.7 billion people in the world. You don't name 3 people.
Rodman.
Okay, 4.
Let me see, cause I'm a lady, right? And so we look at the lady boys. So I'll name them. You know, y'all overlooked them. Let me see, Terrence Trent.
We're not gonna pay them no attention.
Right, but here's the thing: we did. You know what I'm saying? Because they were men. You know what I'm saying? Morris Day.
Hey man.
He was.
We wouldn't. Men ain't never. We seen them niggas as cool.
Robinson wore pink all the time.
So I'm saying you talking about some celebrities. You talking about 7 celebrities. I'm talking about real men. I mean, not saying they're not real men. I'm just saying, like,
only happens in Hollywood. That's what you're saying.
Not now.
I wouldn't concur with that because I don't see that walking down Gresham, Metropolitan, Cleveland. I'm not gonna sit here and act like that's everyday shit. Now I'm not gonna do that.
No,
I'm not gonna sit here and act like that.
Let me tell you, man. Like, see, I'm from the real old Atlanta. Let me tell you, like, the sissies or the gays or whatever, shout out, they used to be on Ashby Street and Lee Street. That's pretty much it. That's the area they hung in. Now,
no, they was on Metropolitan, Stewart Avenue.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm saying it was a few over there. But most of the gay men was hanging down on Ashby Street
and Pine Street.
Yeah, I'm saying all the little area. I don't know all the, like, I'm a Decatur man, so I don't know every little street now. But I'm telling you, okay, now the prostitutes used to be on goddamn Auburn Avenue and Stewart Avenue before it was Metropolitan.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but
and Old National and Cheshire Bridge.
Yeah, see, I ain't never cared about the north side, so you know what I mean. I know I'm on east side, south side. You know what I mean. So they used to be on Auburn Avenue and Stewart Avenue. That's where the hoes was.
The ladies of the night.
Okay, well, they were called hoes back in my day. We didn't have all these ladies of the night. They were called hoes back in my day. You know what I mean? But like, cause I used to hang on goddamn Auburn Avenue with them. Like, I know.
Were you a pimp?
Huh?
So you was a pimp?
No, never.
That's the only man that hang with them.
Nah, no, it's not.
Don't intimidate yourself. That's right. Keep it straight.
Never.
Yes. Never.
Yeah,
So
they was on Ashby Street. And Stewart Avenue. I told you.
I wanted to go back to something you had said earlier when you was talking about children, and you were saying that like people weren't raising their kids to, like, I guess, to accept the no. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think that everything should go their way, and there's really nothing set up to where they can accept disappointments. I was
Right.
interested in talking about it, like how it seems like across the board, a lot of people have lost coping skills. Period. Like, I don't know
Right.
what happened
Yeah.
during COVID. Now, I'm not saying this didn't exist before that, but I'm just
Right.
saying it's just an upheaval of shit going on where people just act like they don't have no coping skills right now,
Right.
and that's a huge problem. And as I watch 60-year-olds to 40-year-olds have meltdowns, I don't see that being a good example for the young folks. So I just see it all kind of going to hell. Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand what I'm looking at right now.
Right.
What do you think caused, like, okay, I understand that the quarantine might have caused it, but what do you think happened during the quarantine that made people come out acting like this?
We got desensitized. And like I said earlier, like this the first time you couldn't go see your people in the hospital. This the
Right.
first time you couldn't go to funerals. You had to look at them on the screen. So and I think a lot of these video games desensitize a lot of kids. Like all the video games is shoot 'em up, bang bang. Like kids don't get a childhood anymore.
Right.
Like when we grew up, we stayed active. We stayed outside. We stayed riding bikes, playing basketball, football. We stayed riding over way in somebody else's neighborhood. They had to threaten us to come in the house before the street lights come on. You better be coming down the street, and we stayed active. Now they don't let their kids go outside and do shit. They let them sit on that game all day, all night. And it's all the games are shoot 'em up, bang bang. Like, what's the shit from back in the day? That shit's so real now. See, I ain't never been into video games.
You talking about Contra? You remember Contra? Yeah, you are the men. You actually shoot. You in the mission, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like all these games, man. It's the San Andreas City or whatever the shit was called.
Oh, Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto. Like, man, that shit's so real, and you can do whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? They cussing. Cartoons aren't for kids anymore. The cartoons are grown. I mean, every TV show you look at, it got gay scenes in it. Like, come on, that shit ain't cool for kids, man. Like, let your child live their life and start seeing that type of shit later on. Like, I remember they had the clean version of every goddamn rap song that came out. They had a clean version. Shit, I don't never hear it. They don't even play it on the radio. Like the radio
still be bleeping out and stuff, but they actually still do have clean music. It's just not bought. You know what I'm saying? You can listen to it dirty on the radio now, so there's no, you can't even hide stuff from your kids no more because it's on TV and radio now.
Right, but I'm saying, like, as a parent, the hell if you can't hide some shit, you stop getting your kids access to everything. Like, get them time to be on their tablets and they phones.
I believe you can. I'm saying you can. Like, there's no sense in buying the clean version because they done already heard it on the radio. I was just saying that.
Hey, I'm saying, but you got parental guidance on everything.
I shielded my kids from a lot. I haven't had a television in my home for 19 years. So my last 3 kids didn't grow up with television. We could watch we would binge watch things together, like Netflix. That's kind of controlled, and they grew up during the DVD age. So I would buy what I wanted them to watch. But it is now everything that I tried to keep them from, once they got their phones and they on social media, boom, they learned it. So,
they got access to everything.
But they were old enough. I can honestly say they were old enough and at a discerning age. They were like 20 by the time they were buying their phones and stuff. So
Right.
the only one that kind of got a break is the one that's 17 now. She got her phone at 15. Other than that, she still doesn't have a television though. So she's not as interested in things as other kids, and she's kind of the weirdo, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of works out for me. But you can't really shield them from a lot nowadays because you got YouTube showing.
Yeah, everything is everywhere. They got access to everything.
Right. Everything is everywhere. You take your kids to the ball game, they playing the dirty version.
Right.
They don't even play clean version at the game no more. So I don't know.
They ruining these kids, man.
That's out.
They ruining these kids. They really are. Like, kids don't get a childhood no more.
Do you think that they're ruining kids or that the parents are fucked up now?
I mean, both. Both.
Yeah, because I don't think nobody can ruin your kid. I think only you can.
No, I'm saying by them putting everything out there and kids have access to everything. And then parenting ain't the same. Like parenting now is long as he ain't getting on my goddamn nerve, he can do what the fuck he want to do. That's parenting now.
I was a teacher, so I don't know. I'm gonna say this. I know it's really hard to be a parent now. Like as a teacher, I can be real hard on parents, but I try to give them some leeway. I'm just gonna say it's real hard being a parent now. Like you can't stay at home, but you really do need to be at home. This is not an age to be away from your kids. Like right now, I think that everybody boycott work and stay home.
It's not hard being a parent.
It is.
No. Parenting start when they are 0 years old, not when they're 7, 8. Okay, well, if I'm telling you what I know, the shit my mom and them, my dad and them instilled in me as a child, that shit's still in me. That shit don't go nowhere. Who
house did you go over?
What you mean? Who house I went over?
When you was little, did you visit a parent? Your parents take you to your grandma, your auntie? Did you go to people's house?
Yeah, I never stayed though.
No, I'm not saying
my folks say it's hard. So I ain't been a parent. I ain't had to be a real parent in a long time. So I know. I'm not saying that it's easy being a parent now. I'm just saying a lot of people make shit a whole lot harder, letting their child get away with everything from, like, your child is a sponge from 0 to 8.
I guess what the point I was trying to make is harder as a parent in this day and age because of all the things that we previously talked about, the microwave age. Right. People want things now. Everybody's a celebrity. So the auntie is a celebrity. She got something to do. She got an image to uphold. She can't keep your kids. She can't.
My kids got raised
over here trying to get her BBL. She trying to
there you go.
Right, and get her a new man. I'm a grandmother.
Yeah,
but I'm a grandmother and I'm damn near 50. But in this particular age, I don't move like a grandma. I still gotta go to work. I still gotta do shit. I can't sit at home.
But you ain't trying to get no BBLs and all that shit.
That's why it's so hard to be a parent, because the village is gone.
Yeah. But you can't even say shit to nobody child no more. Like that still come from parents.
I'm gonna say something to your kids.
Yeah, yes, but you gotta be. You gotta be prepared. You better be prepared for a fight or
I'll be prepared. I don't even give a fuck. I'll be prepared. The thing about it is, like, because I was a teacher, I was the teacher that, the parents didn't necessarily like me. And that's okay. I was the teacher that the students liked, though, because they knew I gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of these parents don't want you to say nothing to their kids, but their kids want you to say something to them. Their kids want you to get.
Like I tell people, kids love discipline, man. That's why you can beat your child ass. Your child will come lay right up under you and go straight to sleep.
They sure will.
Kids love attention. My kids got raised the same way I got raised. Like my job is to be your daddy. My job is to make sure you don't fuck your life up from 0 to 18. Now,
Right.
if I do my job by 18, you should be able to make some sound decisions. Not, and I tell people all the time, I'm not saying turn your kids loose when they turn 18. I'm just saying they should be able to make some sound decisions when they're 18. So, and then my thing too is I have to know my kids can survive if something happens to me. That's why I say parents need to let their child grow up. Because what I learned at 44 was when my mama passed, especially when after my daddy passed when I was 46, that's the only real unconditional love your ass got.
Mm.
So as a parent, I make sure my daughters can survive without me, and I need to know that while I'm here.
Right.
Now, I hear about the afterlife. I hear you can look down on your folks and all that shit, but I don't know nobody that went to the afterlife and came back and said, nigga, it's straight when you get over there. It's just like they say it is. Also, while I got control over this one, I'm gonna know my kids can survive. They gonna show me that they can survive without me because I'm not dependent on nobody looking out for my folks. You know what I mean? Like family ain't even the same no more. So I can't even guarantee that family gonna look out for them. You know what I mean? So like I say, I'm gonna know my kids can survive. You know what I mean? And my daughters, they do their thing, man. My daughters are 31, ain't never been in trouble, not no real trouble. You know what I mean? But I ain't never had no problems with my daughters because I raised them the same way I got raised.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they'll tell you now. Shit, they might not even like me now. I don't give a fuck about that. I did my job. I made sure you didn't fuck your life up. I kept you out of trouble. So if that comes with you not liking me, I don't give a fuck. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? That's where a lot of parents go wrong at. You so worried about your child liking you, you're not doing your job as a parent. Like that, my kids will tell you, I don't give a fuck about being your friend. I'm your daddy. I take my job dead ass serious. You know what I mean? So, yes, ma'am.
No. I want you to finish your thought, though. I don't want to cut that off.
I'm good.
What? Okay. How much of this? Because see, I don't think that any of this is COVID-related mental illness. I just think that all of this is still the crack epidemic playing out. Because crack babies grown now. They having children. They raising kids. They done had a whole generation of kids now. So their children should be about 18 years old.
Yeah.
And if you were born with all of those issues and you had all of those issues throughout your life, because we already know they had mental issues, they were orphaned, a lot of their parents died, and they still had genetic issues. So those kids that they had have genetic issues. And if you never really were in a situation where you were raised properly or have the mental capacity to even be a discerning parent, and now you have these children with those same issues, how much of this, what we're watching, is the crack epidemic? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to know what there's no mental institution taking any surveys, or they not studying it because they're hoping that we forget about that shit.
Right, of course. Like I tell people, the world ain't designed for your benefit. The world is designed for them. You know what I mean? So, like I don't know why I get so personal, but my niece was a crack baby,
right?
And she grew out that shit. You know what I mean? So, and it came from us showing her the love that she needed. You know what I mean? So it all starts with the foundation at home. You know what I mean? It all starts with the foundation at home. So, you know what I mean?
No, that can happen. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm saying no.
So I heard about the niece being a crack baby, and it's a lot of children born on crack in my family too. So I'm not. Right. This is not something that's foreign.
I'm saying, but like I give my niece her props. Like my niece went from being a crack baby to being a straight A student, graduate from Savannah State. Right. You know what I mean? She's a teacher now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I tell her all the time, Shawty, I'm proud of you. You know what I mean? Because I know where you came from. Like they didn't even want her. Like her mama brought her to my mama when she got out of the hospital. And she stayed with my mama for like the first 10 or 11 years of her life till my mama got sick. You know what I
And
mean?
let me
So
be about that just for people in the comments, like, because I turn the comments off, so I can't really see, and I don't know if I offended somebody. I do know that all children born on crack don't have mental illnesses. That's
right.
So yes, his niece can have that success story, but I'm speaking on a broader band where majority of those kids were born too early because the mother would not stop smoking crack. She would not get, you know what I'm saying? Those, we're talking about the problem children. That's what I was speaking of. I just didn't want to offend them.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, some of it can be like the actual crack had to grow out of her system. But the love that she had from us, I know it helped. You know what I mean? Like, so I know it can be done. I'm not saying you can save every child because crack affect every child different. You know what I mean? Because their system is so small that, you know what I mean, it can affect all of them. Some of them, they be crackheads themselves. Like it never comes out their system. So I do understand that. But at the same time, we got to get back to understanding that kids are blessings. See, like people don't even respect having kids no more. Like people just like this is my thing. Like, why are motherfuckers still sleeping raw? Why are motherfuckers still sleeping raw? Why are motherfuckers still?
That's the question.
Taking a chance on somebody giving you something that you can't get rid of. You know what I mean? Like,
why are we focusing sex education on the woman and not the man? Is the biggest question.
Hey, and like I said in an earlier podcast, men are not taught anything about sex. Our daddies ain't doing that shit. They gonna tell, hey boy, you better get you a goddamn rubber. You better not bring no baby back in here. That's how they had the sex talk with us.
You know when you're about to ejaculate. If you ejaculate in this girl, there will be a baby. You're like,
well, that's a very good chance that, you know what I mean. Hey man, like I said, men don't have these conversations with their sons. You know what I mean? Like my dad ain't never. You might have a cool uncle, you might that'll tell you what's going on. But like I say, 9 times out of 10, that it's gonna be, boy, you better make sure you got a rubber and don't bring no goddamn baby in this house. That's the sex talk we have.
Is that enough? Does that?
No. I'm just saying, men don't do it till they don't tell their sons that.
Okay, is that the only thing that they should be saying? I don't necessarily.
No.
I didn't know how to approach it with my sons. You know what I'm saying? I let Jeff handle that. I didn't know how to approach it. I didn't know what the fuck to say. So I'm kind of doing this as
if it's a man now.
What exactly do you say to a boy about sex in the United States? Because he's not really held to the responsibility. He can leave if he like.
Yeah, I mean, but shit, if she got this information, she can put it on him. He can have no responsibilities now. But that's what I told my daughters. I'm like, look, don't have any kids until you are ready to take care of them, because the man can walk the fuck off.
Right.
Like, just because I stayed and dealt with what your mama gave me, that don't mean that the next man gonna stay. And my logic was, okay, I got her pregnant, you know what I mean? Didn't try to get her pregnant, but I got her pregnant. So whatever she give me, hey man, I gotta deal with it. You know what I mean? But I also knew that I didn't want to go through that situation again.
Right.
So from that point on, shit, okay. I promise you, I got the condom. I'm bringing my own. I'm putting that motherfucker on, taking it off, and flushing that motherfucker. Like, hey man, no. And it and I love kids. It was never about the kids. It was I didn't get a chance to enjoy the process of having kids. You know what I mean? Like I went through hell. Like we was never in a relationship. We was just young fucking around. and she got pregnant.
Oh, okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? So and no knock against her. Like we was cool.
No, no,
You
I
know
get
what I
it.
mean? But we were just never in a relationship. So I didn't enjoy the process. You know what I mean? So not saying the actual having the baby. I'm just saying like
I
I
get
went
what you're
through hell from
saying.
day one.
There was no honeymoon phase of we're gonna have a baby and then
Right,
get pregnant. Oh my God, you're pregnant. It wasn't
right.
like
Nah,
I
hell no.
I've
And
had
she
I
got
had a
pregnant.
surprise
She
pregnant and put planned. Like I've had both experiences, so I do know the difference. So it's
right.
a difference.
Right.
So he,
Yeah. I'm saying like having a child is a blessing, man. It's one of the most beautiful things in the world if you're doing it with the right person. Like, and that's what I don't understand. Like, you don't even know the person that you having a baby by, but y'all raw dogging. Like, shout what the fuck? And I'm talking about grown people. I'm not talking about
let me bring
teenagers.
up
I'm talking
something
about
else. I
grown
want to
people.
bring up a new subject that's on the same subject though. I saw something on Jerry Springer that made me really think today. Now, let me do this disclaimer before I get into this. I have never believed in child support. I've never put anybody on child support. I just believe that you ought to have the wherewithal to have a baby with somebody you can talk to and negotiate with, and damn it, he ought to give you some money. I don't believe in child support. So, having said that, I would like to have a conversation about this. Do you think that it should be thought out about how now that this is the whole Roe versus Wade thing now, okay?
All right.
It should be restructured with child support to have it where both parents can sign away their rights to the child. Because as it stands right now, the woman pretty much has the right to sign the baby away into adoption. But if that same woman keeps the baby and the daddy don't want to have nothing to do with it, he got to pay child support. Mm-hmm. So now that we restructuring shit, because I got sons, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need to rethink this child support because I think that it's not fair to say one can relinquish their rights at whim and the other cannot.
Yeah, I mean, you say the same thing I said. The man, if the man come to you and say, "Look, I don't want to have a child," and you decide to have that child, he should be able to sign over his rights to you and not have nothing to do with that child. Yeah, I feel the same way. If she got the right, he should have the same right now.
Now here's the thing, though. I only know Georgia law. If this is different in your state, then I'm talking from Georgia. When I have a baby by a man that I'm not married to, he doesn't have any paternal rights.
I know it. He got to go get the child legitimized.
So how the hell do we get the child support from y'all in the first place?
That's what I'm saying.
They force y'all to paternalize a child that you don't want.
Yes.
I think it's so fucked up.
It is. Like, boo, we've been dealing with it. Like y'all starting to see some of the shit that, like, Shauna, I was on child support. I'm on child
support. That's how I found out. I didn't know none of this shit until it was me. You get what I'm saying? It's different when the tables turn on your ass.
Yeah. Now y'all see what we going through.
I honestly didn't understand what men were going through. I never put a man through it, so I didn't even see it from the baby mama side. You get what I'm saying? But when I got a divorce, I had to be put on child support. I get custody years, and they weren't respected. I wasn't invited to none birthday parties and barbecues, and it was hard.
For me, my kids always had two of everything. Like they had two
Christmas. I had to have everything here after that, but it still feels exclusionary because everybody don't show up to baby daddy shit. I'm baby daddy. Everybody didn't show up to my shit. It's kind
and I don't give a fuck. It's for my kids.
Exactly, but it's still very
shit. We'll celebrate it. Man, I didn't get caught up in none of that shit.
It was intimate though. I can say I only did that with my last daughter because she was still a minor during the divorce. So I can say our relationship was more intimate because I was excluded from everything else. You get what I'm saying? I had to make it about me and her. It was just me and her all the time.
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
I've always been cool with that. Like it don't matter. Like I'm not finna let all that drama mess up my relationship with my kids. Like I didn't care that about none of that, man. They had Christmas over there. They had Christmas at my house. They had their birthday at their mama house. They had their birthday at my house. Like y'all blessed to get two of them then.
Yeah.
Like I'm not with the drama, man. I just want to enjoy my kids. Like I want to type baby dad and then pick my kids up and drop them off at my mama house and go pick them up Sunday and take them back home. Like, no, my kids with me.
Right.
My mom used to cuss me out because I never left them over there. You know what I mean? Like if I go get them on Friday and I don't have any weed at the house, I'm gonna take them over my mama house, go get my weed, take my weed home, come back and get them, and we kick it with my mama that Friday night. But Saturday, Sunday, no, they with me. Like, hey man. And she used to come out, boy, you think your kids better than everybody? No, I just go get them for me, baby. if you want me to go get them for you, tell me. I will go get them for you. But when I go get them for me. Right. You know what I mean? Like I could do everything for my daughters except comb their hair because I never wanted to learn how to comb their hair. You remember the LL commercial when LL combed his daughter hair and the ponytail was sticking way? I think it was a Sprite commercial or something. And
I do not
had his daughter,
LL ain't never combed no hair. Don't play him.
He was in a commercial. I think it was a Sprite commercial. Where he combed his daughter hair, and her hair was standing all up.
I just told you I ain't had no TV, so don't listen to me.
Well, that's why you ain't goddamn seen it.
I just told you that. Don't listen to me. Like if it's a commercial before 1987, I ain't gonna remember. I'm saying after 1987, I ain't gonna remember.
My mama and my sister, hey, y'all, I need y'all to comb their hair. Like that's the only thing I couldn't do for my daughters. But cooking them, getting them a bath. I mean, cooking for them, getting them a bath, putting them to sleep, changing pampers. Like, shoulder, I did all that shit. Like these mine. It didn't bother me. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, these belong to me, so I'm cool with that. And I love being a father. You know what I mean?
I got a question for you. Okay, the question is kind of convoluted, so let me finish it.
All right.
All right. Do you think that okay, it's an A or a B, okay? Do you think that everybody is kind of on the same playing field and has the same issues in America, but there's just a division thing going on, like black people and white people kind of are living the same hell, but white people don't realize they're slaves. And feminine, like the what do they call the women that's on like the feminine movement thing? The feminine movement,
feminist.
The feminists are kind of disillusioned, thinking that men have all these rights. When I clearly just said how it's stacked against.
We don't have any goddamn rights,
right?
Especially the black man.
Everybody has no rights. Do you believe that, or do you believe that that's another ploy to say that there's a division era to kind of negate the problems that black people have? Do you really believe that we are all on the same playing field and shit is just kind of divided and fucked up to make us think it is fucked up, and there's no disadvantage of black people? Or do you think that this is just a mask to cover this?
Well, to be honest with you, the division comes not in race, but in class.
Agreed.
But they use race to keep us divided and not think about it's all about class. Like it's some rich black folks that, hey man, they don't put up with the shit we put up with because they in now. You know what I mean? So it ain't necessarily about race. You know what I mean? It is about class and the wealthy and like the have and the have nots.
Okay.
That's basically what it is, what it's really about. You know what I mean? So like I tell people, man, you gotta learn how to do your thing inside their system. Like they got a system. They don't have a system for a long time. And what people don't realize is like when you see some shit, they've been working on that shit 15, 20 years. And they have to do it like that because they got to know all the ins and outs about shit before they put it out. So when that shit new to you, they already know how it's gonna operate. You know what
Okay,
I
well,
mean?
it's a picadillo to that. If what you're saying is true and it's only class,
I didn't say it
that
was only class.
no, okay, well, it's not only class. Okay, let me just not say you said only class. It's a class thing. However, couldn't your colors still be a blockage from that?
Yeah, but
Because
see, but this
I'm
this
not
is
no
what
white woman going to get along.
no,
I
but
ain't
this
black
where
woman.
the color come in now.
Okay.
Everybody knows our power except us. White people know how powerful we are. We outdo them in everything.
I mean, I think we know how powerful we are now.
No, not as a race.
I don't
Because
believe
this, if we
that's
did
true.
if we did
Let
we
me say why I believe it's not true. We have built this country. We continued to build after they freed us. We started the Black Panther Clan. After the Black Panther Clan, those people were assassinated. We were able to hold on to those fronts as gang members. Like we still have these very innovative ways of changing and remaining in power in our own ways. So I don't think we don't know that we aren't powerful. Like they'll give us crack and we will build an empire behind that shit. They'll give us pork skins and we will build a whole nutrition behind that shit. I don't think that we don't know that we aren't powerful. I think that we do know. That's why we will live in the trenches and still dress very grandly. You get what I'm saying? I think we kind of
no,
know
but
it.
let me ask you this. Now, do you know how much your melanin means?
Yeah, I know that melanin is like it's a commodity. You can,
I'm saying,
it's like
okay.
saffron.
Now
They
listen,
sell it.
hold on, listen. I'm saying, you remember about 20, 30 years ago, they had a problem if a black man and a white woman got together.
I mean, they still do, but yes, I remember.
But now you can see it in the commercials. They pushing more mixed marriages now.
Well,
Because
I have my theories about
I'm
that.
saying
Yes,
because they know that and it's, I'm sure it's closer now, but they know within the next 40 years that they are going to be the minority in the United States. Now they know what our melanin means to us, but a lot of black people don't know what the fuck melanin is. They just hear the name and yeah, we got that melanin. You don't understand what the fuck it means. They know what it means. So now they're pushing mixed marriages now, when that shit was unheard of back in the day.
well, that was during the guinea pig stage. They done stole enough
Okay.
of our uteruses and
No,
enough of
but
y'all
this okay.
to kind of know that they probably need to just
Okay.
interbreed with us and change their DNA. So that's probably why they
That's my
allow
whole
it.
point. But see, it
Yeah.
ain't but one. It ain't but one way to make a pure white person. That's 100% white on 100% white, and it's very few 100% white people still left. So
Okay.
now they're trying to combine what we have with them when that shit was unheard of back in the day. Like
Well, I think
I'm not saying it wasn't any mixed couples. I'm saying, but as some 50 years ago, they had to hide that shit that they was a mixed couple.
right.
Some of them got killed.
What's your theory behind the why? I wanted to hear why you think that's happening.
Because they know in the next 40 years that they're gonna be the minority.
And
See,
so
they got us thinking that we're the minority. No, the people of color been the majority.
Yeah, we everywhere.
But now they're about to be the minority in the United States. That's what they don't want.
So if they blend and be
you don't have a choice. Like they done tried everything to knock us off, shorty. Like they tried locking us up. The 3 strikes, that was for us. The 3 strike rule, that was for us. The drug laws, that was for us. Okay, but
right.
Niggas kept having babies.
Right.
Even sending us to jail. Okay, black men were still having babies. And none of that shit worked. You know what I mean? So now, hey man, we it slowed it down. It slowed us down, but it didn't stop us. You know what I mean? So now that they saying like it's very rare that you get 100% white on 100% white. You know what I mean? And anything that got any ounce of black in it, you black. You might look white, but goddamn, if you got an ounce of black in you and they know it, you are black. You know what I mean? So, hey man, you gonna have to integrate with us some kind of way because you're about to be extinct.
You said so, hey man.
like they know, like that's why they make it so hard on the black man. Like that's why they convince y'all that y'all don't need us. Like Shawty, they got it well. Y'all make more money than us. We at the actual bottom of the totem pole now. Like the only thing used to be up under us was the black woman. Okay, now the black woman ain't even below us now. Right. So with them letting y'all make as much money as we make, shit. Oh, I don't need no nigga. I ain't got to put up this shit. Oh, okay. But what y'all don't realize is that they're taking away your protection.
Well, it was the feminist movement
wasn't even about black women. It was a white woman thing, and black women jumped their ass in it.
Still isn't for us.
That's what I'm saying. It was never for y'all. It was never for black women.
It's definitely not for heterosexual women.
No, look, they now that the original people that started the feminist movement, they said that they just did it just to sell some magazines. They done said it. That they did it just to sell some damn magazines.
Just like Black Lives Matter, they did that to sell some t-shirts.
But black folks got to stop falling for all this dumbass shit.
The thing is, I wasn't that insensitive to think that when Black Lives Matter was happening, I just was like, why do we think that marching is going to work? Because we've tried that.
It didn't work 60, 70 years ago.
A new movement. It don't need to be no fucking marching. We tried that and they killed somebody.
Let me ask you this.
We definitely need to be different. So I've never really had no beef with people who joined Black Lives Matter, but I had all the beef with them listening to white people tell them how to fucking
be black.
How to protest. What you mean?
How to be black?
Go out here in the middle of the night and march at night. Right. We never marched that night. What the fuck? What white man told y'all to do that?
Man, we so gullible. And we accept so much. Like I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But let me ask you this: who are our black leaders?
Who are the black leaders?
Mm-hmm. Don't tell me Jason Jackson and goddamn Al Sharpton.
Let me dig, because this is a good question for me, because right now I actually just got nominated for this city council position because I'm always like an activist doing shit in the neighborhood. I'm always writing emails and shit. I know people see me online and I do a lot of jokes and shit, and I probably sound like a pretty idiotic person. But for the most part, I work very closely with like AJC and the city council to get shit changed in the city because I don't like any of the laws in Georgia. So I think our city leaders right now, actually, one of them is a white dude named Doug
No,
Shipman.
I'm not talking about the city leaders. I'm talking about who are the black leaders.
Black leaders, Susan Ross, she's a good person, but nobody knows who she is. She's
my point. That's my whole point.
She's a leader, though. You would have to have a problem to know who a leader is. It's kind of one that I just met. His name is Antonio Lewis. This dude, he's over District 12. District 12 is where Cleveland Avenue and Pavilion Place is, and he's over our district. He's actually head of about 12 black organizations that just work with black male youths only. The only reason why I know about a lot of this shit is because I taught at Best Academy. And I'm gonna say the principal over there, his name is Timothy Jones. He's a black leader. He's running the only STEM all black boys school in the whole state of Georgia in the public school system. And you can just take your kids over there. But here's the problem. All the kids over there are from Etheridge. They homeless. It's a Title I school. Most of the kids there are in transitional housing. They haven't lived in their residence for more than a year. So he's transforming the lives of kids that are actually living in the hell of Atlanta. So I would call him.
That's what we need.
He's a dope ass dude. He's not good to work for as a boss, but I'm gonna tell you, like his influence and the shit that he's doing, he's a dope ass person. I'm trying to name another one. Is Joseph E. Lowry still alive?
Yeah. Yeah.
His church is
like, who are they passing the torch to? Like, who is the new school Al Sharpton? Who is the new school Jesse Jackson? Even though I don't care nothing about them because they only come around.
Antonio Lewis is very young. Timothy Jones is very young. But I'm gonna say this: I had this conversation with a 60-year-old civil rights leader who's now a famous photographer that lives in New Orleans. And I was telling him that the problem I have with guys who are 60 is that they have problems with guys who are 40 and below. They think that, I'm just going to say y'all because you are one of those people. They think y'all are just like rejects. They don't think that y'all understood the movement. All of y'all wanted to do was listen to hip hop music, destroy the family, didn't take care of your kids, and that you are all you just want to be rappers and celebrities. You don't want to work hard. And what I was asking this man was, well, what have you done individually to reach back and pick one of those people up? He said, I work with kids. And I said, what ages are they? He was like, they be like 10 and under. Well, that's not the generation that can make a difference. They still kids. They still live with their parents. They can't sign nothing. They can't go out and vote. They can't do shit. So you're talking to people who aren't in your next generation below you. They're not your successors. So I don't think that black men talk to each other. It's been something that I've been kind of talking to black men about.
Yeah,
they don't. My dad doesn't like talking to my brother.
Yeah, I'm saying we don't do it.
And that's his son.
We really don't do it.
But he just talks to him as if he opens the conversation. I notice it. He opens the conversation as if he's not going to understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
And that stops my brother from even wanting to hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you talk to older men?
I mean, now, shit, I'm one of the older men, so it's different. Like, I always had respect for older people because, like, my logic is I've seen so much just in my 51 years of living. I love to talk to older folk because I love to see what the hell that they remember. Like they was here before it was a TV, when everything was on the radio.
Mm.
Like how the fuck did y'all communicate with, you know what I mean, before the phone? You know, like how did you, like I be thinking about all that type shit. Like that's how I know it's a God, it's a superior being. Like somebody had to put that knowledge in us. Like somebody had to put the knowledge in the people that build them pyramids. What in the 1600s, them motherfuckers still goddamn solid. Like I don't hear nothing about no they got to work on them motherfuckers or need repairs or they don't them motherfuckers still solid. So I understand that it is a superior being, but I don't know, man. Like we just gotta get back to I don't know, man. Like I don't know. Like
I think that older people have a Garden of Eden complex. Y'all just got a complex where like 60 somethings. I think that they remember when, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like, you know, if you heard about something, it was, you could either believe the gossip or not believe the gossip, and it was real or it wasn't real to you. And you can kind of live in this bliss. Right now, it's so much truth serum. Like, a video of it. You can't tell me you're lying. You can't tell me it ain't the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much that people can learn and know you on your bullshit to where nobody's listening to anybody. That's what I tell the parents. That's what I used to tell parents as a teacher. I'm not a teacher anymore, so I got to stop talking like I'm a teacher. But that's what I would tell them. It's like, you're not your kid's role model. You have to remember you've given them a phone and a tablet, so they're not talking to you about things you should confront them with. You gotta be a confrontational parent in this age, because they don't think about sex and then think to come ask you. They can just Google it. They don't think about the best color that go with this. They can just Google it. They're not talking to their parents about things. They can just text their friend right quick.
Right.
And then if the friend don't know, the friend gonna Google it. Right. It's not something you have to do anymore. So it has to be very, very intentional. So I guess that's how it has to be when you trying to pass on tradition. You got to be intentional, because I can learn a different, like we learning how to comb our hair different, what to add, what the Asian ladies doing to make their hair to not go gray. We trying to do that shit. We don't have our own traditions because we're not talking to the people we grew up with. So I think that's a huge part of the problem that we have with everything. So you don't have to talk to people. When we back to that point you just made where people ain't talking, you don't want to.
It's communication.
Don't get to
like
know.
I don't. Like I talk to my older relatives. I talk to the elderly people that I meet. Like I like to know shit. Like I really do. Like even when I be out there walking, man, I be shocked that some of the older women be out there speed walking, riding bikes and shit. And I be like, how long y'all been out here walking? And they be like, today? I said, no, not today. Like, how long have y'all been, you know what I mean, staying active like this? You know what I mean? Like, I remember going to South DeKalb Mall before the mall opened. This old folks out there walking their ass around that motherfucker. I'm like, why the hell are they in here walking? But now I see it, because you have to stay active.
You gotta stay active.
Because if you don't, them bones, them joints, hey man, that shit go to locking up on you, and
you don't use it, you lose it.
Hey,
that's fact. I was looking at the back of my legs. I was like, I'm finna start back hitting the track. I ran track in high school, and I've held my figure to 46 years old. I ain't finna let that shit go and get back out.
Yeah. You done been through the peer pressure years. You done, so if you done held on this long, shit. Maintain. Maintain.
Like, I don't know if I want them split shins though. That shit it's not as attractive as it used to be, but I do want to keep it. So I gotta keep active. Like, this how I got it. That's how I'm gonna keep it. Shit.
Right. Like that's why I'm trying to start a walking group, man. Like, just come do something.
It's where you walk though, folk. I'm not finna climb no hills and.
No, I'm not. No, boo. We walking around.
Y'all don't be walking around no track.
I'm saying, I be, you know, Pantherville, shout out, they got trails and tracks. It's not no hilly nothing.
Kristen, some days that's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? Leg lifts actually work from the bed.
Hey,
You know
simple shit. If your body ain't used to you doing nothing, like I tell women, if you like to dance, like it ain't no magical exercise routine. If you like to dance, man, put your headphones on, get in the mirror, laugh at yourself, and dance. Dance 20 minutes a day. Just get in your own little world, get in front of the mirror, laugh at yourself, and dance. That will help.
I'm finna tell y'all how my ex-husband, he was 315 pounds when I met him. And in 3 months, he dropped down to 187 pounds. I'm finna tell y'all what he did. He stopped drinking beer. He stopped drinking sodas. Yep. And then he bought a jump rope, a 5-pound jump rope. Well. Not a 12-pound, not just 5. And he jump rope every day for 1 hour. Every time he messed up, he did 3 sit-ups. That's it. Every time he messed up, he did 3 sit-ups. But now remember, he really wouldn't mess up after a week. He wasn't messing up much. So it was his goal to not mess up because he ain't like, doing the sit-ups and then having to get back up. It take a lot out of you. You jump rope and then do sit-ups. Right. Yeah. So, but the jump rope itself just took the pounds off. I don't know if you're trying to lose weight or tone something up, but I'm telling you, and you don't really have to do a lot. You just gotta get your
confidence. Telling folks, man. That's it. Like when I lost 50 pounds and simple shit. I started eating all my food on the grill, so all the bullshit in the food falling in the fire. I took bread out my diet. I took sodas out my diet. Like I stopped drinking beer. Like, hey man, and that shit fell off.
Any of that, like I'm gonna be.
That shit fell off.
He stopped with the bubbles. I told him no bubbles in your drink, no carbonated water, and no beer. But he was on bread. He was eating whatever we ate. He still ate his same portions. He ate at work. I'm sure he still was eating fast food, but he was on that fucking jump rope. He got active.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You get active. It's simple.
You gotta counteract the calories you taking in. You gotta burn some to learn. You gotta burn some to earn some.
Right. Yeah. I see what got me into walking is because I haven't coached since COVID. You know what I mean? And when I was at practice, I used to get out there and run around the girls' pitch, play in the outfield, play catcher, and all that shit. So once COVID hit and we wasn't playing, like I got away from staying active. So that's what made me get my ass back out there to walk. I'm like, no, I got to be doing something. Like, hell,
no target weight.
I really don't have one. I'm just trying to stay in shape.
And be like 6'2", right?
No, 6 feet. I used to be 300.
Everybody looks 2 to me.
Yeah, I used to be 300 pounds. I lost 50 pounds, but I done gained about 200 back. You know what I mean? Okay. But I still feel good. You know what I mean? Like, cause I'm active. You know what I mean? So it ain't really about weight. Not for me. You know what I mean? Cause I've been small and I've been big. Like I was small growing up. You know what I mean? I didn't gain no weight till. No, I'm saying I didn't gain no weight till I was in 10th grade.
And big.
Yeah, I'm saying I gained weight in the 10th grade. Like if I show you my 8th, 9th grade basketball picture, you'll be like, hold on, you wouldn't even recognize me.
What do you mean? You look different, skinny.
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah, that's
so I got used to being big once I gained weight. You know what I mean? So it don't, and I prefer to be bigger, not 300 pounds, but
you're saying a big dude, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
when did you know that you needed to lose weight? Like what happened that you was like, man, hell nah. What happened?
No, when my brother had that stroke in 2015, and he always had high blood pressure, but he had a stroke, fell, hit his head, and had bleeding in the brain and he paralyzed on half of his body. And he even a whole year older than me.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And then he wasn't even half my size. So I'm like,
Dang.
now we got the same genetic makeup, and he's not even my size, and he doesn't have a stroke. Like, no, let me go and get some of this shit off me, man. Like, I'm not the type person that I have to wait the shit hit me before I realize, well, damn, man, I should have lost some of this weight. No, nigga, when that shit get next door to me, I'm looking at it like, damn, this my brother. And then he passed away at 49. So
What?
yes, he passed away at 49. Four,
Damn.
4 years after he had a stroke. So
Yeah.
like, man, like I love my brother to death, but I don't want to walk in them shoes, man. Like, to me, he too
I had a stroke before. That
yeah,
shit is that shit is whack.
yeah, I already know. I seen what he went through. You know what I mean? I'm going
Whack.
to the nursing home. He the youngest thing in now, so he getting depressed. Like, man, all these old folks in here, like, bro, you
Mm,
gotta do what you gotta do, pimp. You
mm.
know what I mean? So, but I understood what he was going through, because that's I don't know how it is for a woman, but it's terrible for a man to be in a position where you can't do what you used to do, and you got to depend on people. Like, a lot of men, that shit break men down.
I used to feel like it hit me harder because I was a mother
Yeah, that's what
and
I'm saying. Like,
I was so used to running the house, you know what I'm saying? And I couldn't.
right,
Like telling folk what to do and all of that. That shit was out the door. They
right,
was telling me, come on, let's go, get up. I'm not, yeah. So yeah, it probably hit me the same. Humans are the same. We ain't different.
yeah, no. Like, for me,
You
like,
say,
I stay around my well, not my granddaughters, but my great nieces, great
yeah.
nephew, like, and I tell they parents, I be like, look, Charlotte, don't you just say you tired? Like, no, I be out there playing in the yard with them, running around the house with them. They be like, oh, you ain't tired? You ain't tired? Like, no, I'm
I be tired. I don't care. I get tired.
like, that's my way of keeping that energy, man. I tell them, like, Charlotte, this is where all your energy come from. These kids, like, they gonna keep me active. Like, they 25 and 30 years old. Oh, I'm old. Shawty, what? Oh, won't you just say you tired one time? Like, I'm not. Like,
That be burning me up when somebody be like my old ass. I be like,
like,
what they gonna say when I leave?
like 25 and 30, man, I was running around the country. I'm talking about goddamn doing it. Like, ain't no feel old at 25, feel old at 30. Like, shawty, y'all better get active.
Mm.
Get active. And I'm like, if you don't want to exercise in your 20s and your 30s, what are you gonna do when the doctor tell you got to do it? Like, you're not finna be 45 and 50 years old thinking you can just jump up and go start exercising. No, motherfucker. You ain't exercised in the last 30 years. You not finna just crank it up. Just like people think that they can take off running if they ain't ran in the last 20 years. Oh, well, somehow, I run. Okay, you're gonna run by 3 steps. Your ass gonna be breathing like a bear. You
You
ain't
sure damn is.
no, it
Like
ain't
the kids out there. Shit,
right.
it to die for real. I don't think that youth and health go hand in hand. They don't. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
take care of yourself. Like, shit, it's simple.
I remember kids in school who wasn't trying to do shit in PE.
Right.
Period. They
Yeah.
just wasn't about to do that shit. So I just know that youth and health are not the same. So
Yeah.
I don't force it on nobody. I don't expect it from nobody. You can tell a healthy person when you're dealing with them. You know what I'm saying?
Don't nobody believe I'm my age. If I hit that barbershop and I tell them I'm 51, they be like, hold on, man, hold on, wait, hell no, man, you don't. So, nigga, I got
That's
30.
because of your smooth Nigerian skin.
But that's because I drink water.
That well, no, it is because you don't have the wrinkle, no freckles, no nothing.
I drink plenty of water, Shelly. It ain't nothing spectacular that I do. It's simple. I drink water. I
You know,
walk.
people Oh no, eyebrows. They don't be looking like they age anyway.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I got some eyebrows. That's just the light, Shorty.
Yeah, you can't see those shits.
Yeah, that's
You
just
shade about you going into your metrosexual phase. Show us your eyebrows, bro. I
okay.
don't believe you. You gotta lean in now.
Okay, like see
Got
that?
them things arched.
No, hell no. So like I've always been threatened about my eyelashes and my you got some pretty ass eyelashes. I ought to cut them off. Like, goddamn, why you need to cut them off? Like,
Cause we have to buy them. That you got a 747 extra long over there. Look like. Let me see. Lean in. I'm gonna tell you what number that is.
and then look at me, my dumb ass leaning in too, so you can
Oh,
see.
you got them 610s. He got them 610s, don't he, y'all?
Hell no, man. Like, hey,
It's
man.
dangerous to this shit. You don't understand. They
No,
got
I don't. Because I ain't never been caught up in that shit. So I get up, wash my face, and take a shower, and I'm out the door, Jack.
That this is I actually don't have lashes on, and you can tell. I have no lashes.
Yeah, man. Like, shut up. Like, how you feel about these men getting abs and all this
I
cosmetic
think it's
surgery?
funny. Here's the thing. I'm gonna laugh at you if you get your hair dyed. You
Right,
understand?
yeah.
I used to work
Hey, man,
in
I
the
ain't doing none
barbershop,
of
right?
that
I
shit.
can name y'all a whole bunch of celebrities because I worked in off the
Oh, I
hook barber.
already know. I already know.
And I used to dye their hair. But I used to try to talk them out of it. Cause let me tell y'all something. If you listening and you on here and you got that Beijing in your beard, baby, ain't nothing sexier than a dude with the silver hairs, man. We've been waiting for y'all. And y'all keep putting the Beijing on there. First of all, the ink on the pillow is not sexy.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Second of all, standing next to you in the shower and you try not to get wet on your face. That ain't sexy.
Hell nah.
Third of all, when that little bug started growing back in and you got that white line that looked like a little bit of I was just sleep crust up under your Beijing line, that ain't. Give it up. Just let the silver come through. We wanted us a silver fox because we think like gold teeth. That mean your ass got money. Just let us think. Just let us think it. It looked like a retirement plan, 401k. It looked like
I'm finna go dye mine gray then. I'm finna go dye my shit gray.
Off a year. It looked like all of that. It looked like you got a fishing boat. And you ain't even said nothing. You just walk through the door, sir. I mean, let it flow. Let the silver flow. Now, as a woman, I don't know. I got my 22 hairs that I keep counting, and I swear to God, I don't think right. But I'm not gonna dye my hair. You get what you get, damn it. I don't want to meet nobody. I ain't trying to be.
I get cussed out. My homeboy be cussing back because my shit ain't turned gray yet. Like, motherfucker, what the hell you doing?
Everybody don't turn gray.
No,
my dad is 65. He don't have gray hair.
Yeah, my dad didn't turn gray till he was in his mid 60s. Like, see? So I guess I got a few more years.
Eat. They say you can eat a lot of onion and it'll keep your hair from going gray. Yeah. I don't know how true that is. I didn't.
You know, they got all kind of sayings.
I didn't research because I don't mind gray hair. You know what I'm saying? I was a stylist, so I think gray hair is pretty. It's really beautiful.
You're gonna have somebody go on tonight and get a goddamn bag of onions trying to turn this shit back.
What you do? You get the onion and you put it in the pot. You boil it for 19 hours and you drink all of the water. Very hot. Very, very hot.
That is funny.
Nah, don't do that shit. Do not do that.
No.
They gonna be suing your show.
No, they go out and do that monkey shit they want to. that's on them.
So we not gonna worry about it.
Hey, that's on them. Yeah, man. Like, I don't do none of that shit, man. I just, whatever it is, that's what it's gonna be. You know what I mean?
You serious? I used to think you dyed your hair. I ain't gonna lie.
No. Like,
because your hair
Double D be
shiny.
fucking with me out. Yeah, Double D be fucking with me about that shit all the time. Like nigga, you don't turn gray at all, nigga. Like I used to
I
think you
thought
would
you
die in
dyed
your.
your hair.
Oh hell no, shout it. Like
You basically shouted.
I
We gonna have
went
to throw
to
some
the
water on your ass like the lady in Wizard of Oz.
I got about 4 or 5 gray streams. You know what I mean? Like if you look, they right there.
I
Like
see the
no
stream.
no yeah, I'm not dying shit. It is what it is.
Yeah. We
Oh,
gonna keep an eye on that hairline, see if you paint it in next week.
oh no, I always had a big forehead. Like so,
We
shit.
talking about
I look like a damn fool with a goddamn straight hairline now. I've been like this for 51 years. Shit, man, I ain't studying that shit.
That's the Nigerian hairline.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
got the hairline.
What?
I gotta my hair like this so y'all won't see that my shit go back like this, then out with a point like that. Like I done got a haircut.
Hell no. Well,
I got this.
I'm gonna get to that barbershop and that whatever a cut won't do. Hey man, that's it. Yeah, that's it for me, baby. I'm gonna get this haircut. I'm gonna take a shower and hey man.
I don't know how long this show is, but I gotta get this off my chest before we get out of here. So let me go on and say it now. You know I went in Lunel time. I went in Lunel chat asking her what I can do to get back on stage without letting Bruce roast me.
Hell nah. What Lunel crazy ass had to say? She
said, "Here's the thing. I don't think that he gonna remember." He not gonna remember who you are. And I was like, well, I was thinking about inboxing him and kind of just telling him, you know what I'm saying, that I want to call a truce. You know what I'm saying? And so she was like, the thing is, you'll never get through because I can't even inbox him. I can't. There's nothing like you. That's not something you're gonna be able to do. You're not close enough to him to do that. So I didn't believe her. I tried to inbox. I tried to inbox him, and so that didn't work. So I'm asking you, like, you know, hey, tell them that, let that shit go. You know, if he ever see me, you know, he ain't gonna remember me, right? He not gonna remember me. Is he the type of person that like never forget shit, and then he gonna be like, I know you from somewhere.
Yeah, but he not gonna remember where he know you from.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I go to this show because I want to go, and my friend was like, because see, 3 of my friends know this shit happened because they were supposed to come that night and they didn't come. And so they know that I left early and they know what happened and they waiting for the comeback. So one of them is like, I'm gonna take you to this Bruce show at City Winery. I want to sit in the front. Don't you want to sit in the front? And I'm gonna sit in the front. So I don't want this to be the night that he remember me.
No, he sounded like people. No. And then he done seen so many people since you. He ain't gonna necessarily remember that.
Okay, good.
Now if you bring it up and you remember when, like then he might remember some of it, but nah, he ain't
okay, I don't think he's gonna remember.
No.
Because I'm not gonna bring it up.
No.
And I'm not gonna look the same. I look different now. So he not gonna remember. I had to ask. I was like, let me ask him what type of brain he got, because you know if he got that elephant memory, like he, you know.
Nah. Like shout out when you do that shit so much, you don't remember half of the shit. You know what I mean? You just unless it's something dramatic that happens, like nah, man. It's just another good show. Like
did Caesar from City of Ink have his roast?
Oh, I don't know.
It was supposed to be a roast, but Then he lost his contract with the channel.
Dang.
What channel they on? Damn, what
I have no
channel
clue.
should be going? They done lost their deal because he beat their dog.
Hey man, these
He
folks
beat the
ain't.
dog with a goddamn chair.
Yeah, I'm saying these folks ain't realized that dogs got more right than we got. Like, come on now, you gonna lose every time with that.
So I want to know who went to that roast because the roast was due to happen a week after that, and I know Michael Blackson roasted his ass.
It ain't on YouTube. Like,
I,
motherfuckers,
I,
YouTube
don't,
everything.
I don't necessarily look for things if I miss it. I want to hear it from the streets. I want to hear. I want to hear if you went, but if you
Nah,
didn't go,
man,
nah, because the YouTube ain't gonna show when they cry a little bit. I be wanting to hear
somebody gonna have it though. Believe me,
yeah.
they have cameras everywhere.
I mean,
Somebody gonna have this shit.
He might have canceled it. He might have canceled it. It might have been something that was sponsored by the network.
Yeah.
VH1, that's what it was. VH1. They on VH1. VH1 canceled it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
Man. Yeah, no, I'm saying I'm not gonna hold you all night, man. We've been on here 2 hours. You know what I mean? So
that is a listen, I thought that was people this whole time. I'm tripping.
Hey man, that's smoking that good, y'all. That's
I don't have the people count on my side anymore. I just see live and then a number, and I wasn't even looking at it. My bad. That is time.
No, I'm saying you're good. Shout out, like I don't have some 3-hour shows.
On Thursdays and Saturday on Fridays. When you on here?
Well, I do the Isha and India show. I have two of my friends on here on Thursday. Then Friday I do the Den, which is tonight, and then tomorrow I do the Man Cave.
Oh, I'm coming to Man Cave. I got to hear what y'all be talking about in there.
Well, the Man Cave gonna be at 1:30. Yeah, the man Cave gonna be at 1:30 tomorrow.
1:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have to make sure because y'all do these midnight shows. Y'all want to talk about that?
I be trying to get it when everybody up. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to catch the midnight crew. I'm trying to catch everybody. You know what I mean?
What's your topic for tomorrow on Man Cave?
I don't know. Like honestly, we just.
How you gonna get the people tuned back in if you don't give them no teaser?
Shauna, they come. They be here.
I guess tomorrow on the Man Cave, we're gonna be talking about these good and other issues.
Yeah, I mean, like my co-host, you know what I mean? They got something that they want to talk about. We talk about it, but
who your co-host on there?
A dude named Johnny Q, and it was Pearl, but I ain't seen Pearl in about 5-6 weeks, so I don't.
Check on your people. You know these folks catch COVID and die.
He cool. He been on Facebook.
Oh Lord,
I look at
somewhere quarantined.
I'm saying, like, boo, I done called him twice. You don't answer the phone. Like, I don't do that.
I never said don't chase, just check.
No. Yeah, I'm saying I reach out to you. You don't answer the phone. Like, I'm not gonna keep calling you. Well, I wonder what's wrong. Like, we grown men, pimp. If something wrong, tell me what the fuck the problem is. You know what I mean? Let's get the shit out the way and move on. You know what I mean?
Right. So, I concur with that. You know, don't chase nobody.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you got
thanks for letting me come to the Den. This has been an awesome talk.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if you got a night that you free, like, Shawty, we can create a whole nother show with me and you, or me, you, and some of your friends, or whatever. So,
all right,
you let me know.
I'm into it. I'm into it.
Yeah, I'm looking for new talent, and I love great conversation, and I can talk about anything.
Okay, dope. I'm into it.
Yeah, you let me know, and we'll take off from there.
Okay, well, thank you. And keep up the good work. I'm gonna check you on Man Cave tomorrow at 1:30.
Okay, baby, I appreciate it.
All right, bye, y'all.
All right. Hey, man, that was one of my little player partners, man. Gresham Road, you know what I mean? Decatur, where it used to be Greater, you know what I mean? But that's one of my good friends, Miss Danielle. You know what I mean? She do a lot, as y'all heard. like I said, we're gonna get her on here again so she can let y'all know what all she's doing. And if you want to be a part of it, you know what I mean. Hey, Miss Tammy, and y'all know we'll be back tomorrow 1:30 with the Man Cave. And also, I want to thank everybody for watching the video I made earlier, dedicated to my dude Noah Holston. I did get a phone call today saying that they're letting people see him 2 at a time. So I will try to get out now this week to check on him. Hopefully he's recovering. And hey man, like I say, man, let's don't stop taking your life for granted. Stop taking people for granted, man. Get out, try to get healthier. You know what I mean? It's up to you. You know what I mean? My boy Chester hit me today. You know, I usually don't walk on Saturday mornings, but I will be down now tomorrow morning, 8:30. He said he want to walk tomorrow, so I'm gonna walk on my off day. I guess I'll take Sunday off, but we'll be down there tomorrow, 8:30. If you want to walk with us, just come out, walk, talk shit, man. And like I said, I appreciate y'all watching the video on. I appreciate those who donated, those who praying for him. Like, hey man, I appreciate it, man. You know, he's been an Atlanta staple for the longest. I know he's been hosting Uptown for about 20, 25 years somewhere now. So I know y'all done seen him. Well, I don't know, Tito. Is it supposed to rain in the morning? Shit. If it's raining, no, I ain't gonna walk in the rain, Tito. You know, see, I told you I got everybody to look out for me, man. That's my long time partner. Been fucking with him since '85. Like when I first went to Garden High. That's been my partner for the longest. You know what I mean? So I gotta tell you, man, if you don't have any good, genuine people in your life, get you some, man. They'll make your life a whole lot better. And everybody, stop being so damn selfish and self-centered. Do something for somebody. Call somebody, give them their flowers. And hey man, I will catch y'all tomorrow. 1:30 on the Man Cave, man. Y'all be easy.